All right. All right. All right. What's the deal, everybody? First things first, hopefully you all can hear me good. Hopefully you all can hear me good. Because yesterday I tried to go live on YouTube and let's just say it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But yeah, man, tonight was the 2022 Hell in a Cell pay per view. Show just went off the air a few seconds ago. And y'all see the title, man. Cody Rhodes. Jesus Christ, man. Cody Rhodes. It's tough as nails, man. Like that. This dude is freaking crazy, okay? And has my freaking respect. And I'm dead serious too. But so we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna get straight into it. First things first, if you're wondering why I got the red lighting here, it's because, well, considering the fact that tonight was Hell in a Cell, we might as well be in hell for the review. So that's where I'm currently at. I'm in hell, I guess you can say. Yeah, man. So we kick things off, man, tonight with the triple threat match for the women. This is pretty good. I'm actually really good. Actually, I don't even know why I said pretty good. Nah, man, this is a really good match here, man, for the women. Like the women, I gotta say, they freaking delivered tonight. Yes, I knew Bianca Belair was gonna win her title. You know, I think everybody knew she was gonna retain her title, but just like still, regardless, Asuka was a great. Becky was great. Like the women really went out tonight, and I got to give it to them, man. So Bianca Belair retains her title like expected. And I had no problems with this. I had no problems with this match. Bianca Belair, I thought winning was the right call. I thought it was the right booking decision. Yeah, this was right. This was right. So Bianca Belair wins. She is still your Raw Women's Champion. Now, as we move on, man, we move to this 2-on-1 handicap match. Bobby Lashley obviously defeating Omos and MVP. You know, it's kind of funny. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's really kind of funny because this matchup was solid actually. And heading into this match, I thought, especially after watching the Bianca Belair and Asuka and Becky Lynch match, I thought this match was gonna be freaking. I thought this was gonna be a the cool down period. Like I thought this was gonna be the letdown, but surprisingly, it was solid. Like it was solid at best, and yeah, it was
All right.
it was like that. Sorry about that, but yeah. Anyways, Bobby gets the win here. Now we do see. I ain't gonna lie, we do see Cedric coming out. I honestly, cause Cedric, he's trying his best, man. Like look, this dude is trying his freaking best to get the Hurt Business back together. But obviously, man, Bobby told him afterwards, like, bro, like, well, not Bobby, but freaking MVP told him, dude, the Hurt Business, we're not getting back together, and we never will be. Bobby actually had a talk with Cedric after the match, but hopefully this can lead, obviously the talk that Bobby gave him, hopefully this can lead to not only a face turn for Cedric, but hopefully this can lead to Cedric picking up momentum. But long story short, man, Bobby Lashley wins here. He defeats Omos and MVP. I thought this was the right call. And hopefully this is the end of the feud. And clearly this is because as we saw after the match, Bobby Lashley, who was over tonight, like he had a huge pop in Chicago tonight. But then again, he's facing Omos, and not everybody really likes Omos, so I can see why. But yeah, he beats Omos and MVP, and after the match, Bobby Lashley like he takes a fan's WWE title and he lifts it up. So clearly, Bobby Lashley has made his intentions clear. He is going after the WWE Championship. Now, the WWE Championship is currently being held by Roman Reigns. So maybe we gonna see Bobby and Roman. Those two men, they know each other. You know what I mean? Like there's no like I don't know how to put it, but basically, they're no stranger to one another. Yeah, they're no stranger to one another. So like, yeah, Bobby and Roman, that could be a good match. Like, the last time they fought 1-on-1, it was great. So this one should be good if it's gonna happen, of course, because the rumored match is Roman and Riddle at Money in the Bank, and then of course Roman and Randy at SummerSlam. But we'll see what happens. Like we'll see what happens. Yeah, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into the next match, which was Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel, almost Elias. This match I thought was also pretty good. And I'm being dead serious when I say that because I thought this match at first was gonna be solid, but this match I thought was really good. And you know, I know Ezekiel didn't get the win, but I still think that despite losing, I still think a lot. Ezekiel, I still think he looked good in the process. So, yeah, despite the fact we got a comment from C Nation, told you I would be here. I'm a man of my word. Appreciate you, C Nation dog, for being here, man. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, Kevin Owens defeats Ezekiel, and like I said before, Ezekiel, I thought despite losing, he still looked good. So Kevin Owens, I was kind of surprised he actually got the win here. Obviously, this feud is going to continue. Obviously, so but we'll see. Can this be a 30-minute or 1 hour stream? I'll stay here the whole time. Hey, man, we'll see. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to stream as much. I don't want to stream too late. But yeah, Kevin Owens defeats Ezekiel, and in my opinion, I thought it was a pretty good match. And next, we get a 6-person mixed tag team match. Playa. We had the Judgment Day. Jesus, creepy thumbnail. Hey man, it's telling the Selby we're in hell. We're in hell tonight, man. We're in hell. Judgment Day defeating Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan. I thought this was the right call. Like, I know a lot of people gonna probably be like, "Oh, Balor and AJ should have won," but nah, man. Judgment Day, I feel like you got to get them over. You know what I mean? And I think them winning, obviously, this was the right call. But from a match standpoint, like in ring standpoint, I thought this was a really good match. Rhea Ripley had new attire. Like she wasn't wearing like her typical long pants. Like she kind of, you know, was wearing what she was wearing. I'm not gonna go into it because I'm not, I don't want to devour myself all over Rhea Ripley. But long story short, again, Judgment Day winning this match, I thought was the right call. And AJ, did y'all see AJ, bro, near the end of the match? The doctors had to check up on him because he was like busted open. Like there was like footage online saying that he was busted open. So yeah, AJ took a hit there, but nonetheless, Judgment Day get the win here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next for Judgment Day. They'll probably continue this feud with AJ and stuff, but we'll see, because now you got to start planning for Money in the Bank. So most of these guys are probably going to be in the Money in the Bank match. Who knows? But anyways, let's move on. This was the no holds barred. Rachel Buck says, so if Cody is injured, he might not be back till next year. Do they grow in my mind? Do they grow in my whole the title by then? Because I could see Roman doing that. Do you think? Um, I don't know, man, because like I don't know. I honestly don't know about that Rachel Buck because like Roman, I really think next year for Mania, Roman, it's gonna be Roman and Rock. I feel like, um, and honestly, heading into that match, I don't think Roman should be universal. So he shouldn't be champion. You apologize. You said I meant sorry. I meant do you think Roman might hold the I think you mean Roman might hold the title to next year for Rhodes to get the title next year. I don't know. I think Roman ain't gonna be champion by then. Like again, I don't know. I really don't know. Like I think Roman. I think Roman's gonna lose the Universal title to Drew, probably at Battle of the Clash at the Castle, whatever that show is called. C Nation Dog said, "Fun fact: the reason why they are called the Judgment Day because WWE already has a pay per view called the Judgment Day, so they added the word the. Okay, the pretty fun, cool, fun fact. But yeah, going back to the whole like freaking with Roman and Cody. I mean, I honestly I don't know. We'll see what happens because like with a torn pec, I think they said like with a serious torn pec and the injury that Cody suffered with the torn pec is serious. They said he'll be out for about 3 to 4 months. So it's like, if he comes back, I don't know. We'll see. Do you think Cody will win the Royal Rumble and face Roman and The Rock in a triple threat match next year, Mania? I don't. I don't see that happening. Now I could see Cody winning the Rumble, but like if now the only way I see you do Cody and Roman at Mania is if you can't do Rock and Roman. You know what I mean? Like I don't we don't know what the Rock's plans are. Okay. Okay, they all we know now is that we heard I guess he has no like movie connections throughout that month of WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know, man, because the Rock schedule's busy. Um, we're just got to see what happens. To be quite honest with you, but like I think the plan right now is they're taking that Universal title from Rome to Drew. It's gonna be Drew, I think, beating Roman, but we'll see. But let me get back to this match, man. Like I said, Matt Cat Moss defeating Happy Corbin. Solid match. I thought this was a solid match, and in my opinion, I thought this was another good call. I think the WWE made a lot of good booking decisions tonight coming out of the cell. Because Madcap Moss winning, I thought was the right call, and the reason why I said it was the right call, is strictly due to the fact that you got to build Madcap Moss up, and I think Madcap Moss clearly he has that potential to be a solid babyface. The Hell in a Cell match saved the show for me. We'll get in we'll get into that. Trust me, because we'll get into that match. But yeah, Madcap Moss. I think he could be a. I said it before. I'll say it again. I think Madcap Moss. I think he could be a solid like intercontinental champion. Like I think he could be like a good upper mid carder at best. Hey, if they get his tour right, maybe even a big man eventer. But right now, where he's at right now, I think the ceiling that he's at right now is upper mid card. So I think he could be a really good, credible babyface if they give him the right tools. Because with the way he beat Corbin tonight, I thought was really good. But as we move forward, for Mad Cass defeating Corbin, and I strictly think they did this. They made this match no holds barred strictly so they can do that spot. If I'm being honest with you. All right. So next we had a singles match. This was for the United States title. This was Theory defeating the hometown hero Mustafa Ali. And from a match standpoint, I thought this match was solid at best. Like kind of similar to what I felt about last night's NXT women's match. In no way, shape, or form did I believe, did I think, did I even have the thought, let alone the image of Ali winning the United States Championship. He might win it someday, but tonight it wasn't going to be his night. Like, Theory is on a roll, in my opinion, right now. And I don't think Theory should be losing that title anytime soon. I don't know what Ali's going to do next. They'll probably continue it here. They'll probably, be one of the participants in the Money in the Bank match. Who knows? Because obviously now that Hell in a Cell is over, you got to start booking for Money in the Bank. So we'll see what they do there. Uh, anyways, so now we get to the main event between Cody and Seth freaking Rollins. And my God, man, let me tell you people something. As good as this, okay, as great as this match was, I thought this was a really great match. Seeing Cody out there tonight with the torn pec, with just, I ain't gonna lie, I was uncomfortable throughout the match. I'm not gonna front. I'm being real with y'all here. I thought like seeing Cody out there tonight, I kind of felt a little uncomfortable because This man, his whole body is one like just well not his whole body but like y'all know around the pec area it's just discolored. The red lighting is fitting for Hell in a Cell. Hey man, you know how it is, Knox. Um, if I do a live stream for Money in the Bank, if I'm here for Money in the Bank, then I'm gonna do a green. I'll probably do like a green light color. I wanted to do a little custom theme for Hell in a Cell tonight. But anyways, getting back to the Cell match again, just this was a good, credit to Cody Rhodes. Like Cody has my respect. Now, don't get me wrong, he had my respect before, but tonight I thought Cody just has all the respect for me because like I mean, dude, you wrestled a torn pec. So basically, for those who don't even know what happened, because you're probably wondering how did Cody torn his pec. So basically, Cody was working out, and that's what happened. Like he was lifting weights, and that's where he tore his pec. C Nation Doc says the Hell in a Cell match saved the show for me. The opener was pretty good, but besides that, everything else was okay and average. I thought this Hell in a Cell pay per view. I thought it was pretty okay. If I want to rate this pay per view, I'll give it about a solid. I'd give it about maybe a 7.5, maybe. It's a pretty good show. Not a great show, and not the best show of the year. I still think WrestleMania is the best WWE show of the year so far, but it wasn't a bad show in my opinion. Not a bad show, but going back to the main event here, man, Cody, Jesus Christ, man, like it just. And to be honest with you, he really didn't even have to be out there. Like if they had like a replacement for Rollins, I understand, but at the same time, Cody, obviously a lot of fans wanted to see Cody that night. Obviously, this is the payoff. This is the payoff. This is the end of the Cody and Rollins feud. So Cody wanted to end it. He didn't. I guess he didn't. Obviously, he didn't want the injury to derail him ending his feud with Rollins because looking back at this Cody and Seth Rollins feud, I thought it was really good. Like their match at Mania was good. Their match at WrestleMania Backlash was good. And tonight, I thought this was the perfect ending to cap off, in my opinion, a pretty good feud. And Cody gets the win here, which I was actually surprised that he got the win here, considering the fact that because it looks like he's going to be taking some time off. I thought they have freaking Rollins just curb stomp Cody straight to hell, curbs, even freaking get the sledgehammer out and sledgehammer this dude straight into the pits of hell. I thought that would have been a way to put Cody on that stretcher and send him out for a few months. It's kind of sad. Seth freaking Rollins lost to Cody 3 times in a row. Yeah, I get what you mean. I'm already seeing a lot of people kind of online saying that, oh, Rollins lost. Rollins shouldn't have lost. Why would the WWE do that? But I think Rollins is okay from this. Rollins is not only this feud, but I think Rollins has shown that he's without a shadow of a doubt one of the best wrestlers like in the world. And I honestly like him losing to Cody, like it was okay. Like Rollins didn't get buried. Okay, like he didn't get buried in this feud. You know what I mean? Like Rollins has still shown that despite losing, like he could still put out a performance, and he did that 3 times, despite losing to Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? Now the question is, now that Hell in a Cell is done, now that this match is done, what now? Because honestly, if Cody didn't never got injured, I think the plan was to have Cody win the Money in the Bank. Now that Cody's gonna be looks like he's gonna be gone for a few months because again that torn pec is serious. That's gonna keep you out for a while. What we're gonna do now? Like what's WWE gonna do now? Because now you gotta. I hate to say this, but Cody, I feel like where he was at, I felt like he was probably the biggest babyface on Raw at the time. So now that Cody's gone, Roman's out because Roman's taking a break. You know what I mean? Like Roman. Okay, he might start showing up a little bit after Hell in a Cell because if he's fighting that Money in the Bank, he's got to start building up for that. But like, still, what the heck do you do now? Like Roman alone ain't gonna be able to help the show out. You know what I mean? Like there's so much you can do with Roman, but I don't know, man. Like I honestly don't know what they're gonna do because now it's like, oh, who's gonna win the Money in the Bank match? You know what I mean? Rollins could win the Money in the Bank. Who knows? Hey, you want to shock everyone? Maybe you could put the Money in the Bank on Theory. That'd be a pretty shock to the system. But yeah, man, I don't know what the WWE gonna do because now that Cody's pretty much gone, not only he's gone, but now Sasha and Naomi, I wouldn't necessarily say they're gone, but they're not on TV. They're suspended. And with the way things are going, they might not be coming back for quite a while. Roman's out. Brock's out. John Cena's out. Well, John Cena, I heard he might be coming back. Hopefully it's true. I think him and Theory have a pretty good match at SummerSlam. Um, like, a lot of people are out. You know, Randy's out. So, WWE, man, they got to, I would put the Money in the Bank country on Theory. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, if they do it, if they put the title on Theory. But we got to see what WWE going to do. And it's not just WWE, but AEW. I know this ain't an AEW show, but like, look at them. Punk's just got hurt, so he's out. Freaking, I don't know if you guys know about this, but freaking Bryan Danielson, it's not a serious injury. Like he'll be back in like 2 weeks, but he got injured. I think Scorpio Sky got injured. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, is it just me or is it 2015 all over again where wrestlers are just getting injured left and right? I'm not laughing about injury. Like it's nothing to laugh about, but I'm just I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, man. Overall tonight, I don't want to overall tonight, Hell in a Cell, pretty good show. Like pretty good show. I don't know if it's just me or is it usually when WWE has a card that we don't feel like it's not going to deliver in our eyes, they end up delivering. Like I think a lot of people, like we all kind of went into WrestleMania Backlash with low expectations, and then WWE comes out and gives us a really good show. Like I feel like WWE does that a lot. Like you head into a pay per view with very low expectations, and then it turns out that those expectations that we had over exceeded our expectations. But then when you have big shows like, in my opinion, last year SummerSlam, like I went into that show thinking it was gonna be the biggest show like of the year, and in my opinion, like the show was good, but it didn't. My expectations were so high for the show that it was, from an expectation point, it was kind of a letdown. But yeah, man. Tonight, tonight I thought it was a pretty good show. But now that we've gotten through this show, the question is, what now? So we'll see what happened on the night. There's clearly going to be a lot of Money in the Bank qualifiers that's going to start tomorrow. We'll probably see Cody cut a post match speech or something. I don't know. Well, a promo saying he'll be back stronger than ever. Who knows? But yeah. Yep. So with that being said, man, there's really nothing else I can say. I know, there's really nothing else I could say. Um, but yeah, that was hell. And for those who are probably questioning, as you can see, I got the light here. I like the red lighting, fits the theme. Yeah, this is something I low key been thinking about for all day today. Like I was thinking, like, man, because obviously I planned on going live tonight, so I was like, I got to do something, man. Because we've had these, I've had these custom lights in the room for quite a while now, and it's like, what would be dope if I just like, because the red lighting, considering the night telling us, so like that'd be pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, Cody's stepping into hell, Ron's stepping into hell. How about I step into hell? How about we all step into hell? You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the review. I appreciate you all for stepping in, man. I appreciate you all for joining. If this was your first time here, man, make sure you like and you comment and you subscribe. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. hopefully I'll be back. Y'all be back for Monday Night Raw tomorrow, and then the Fallout NXT, and then AEW, and then after that, like the next big show is Slammiversary, and then after that's Forbidden Door, and then Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam. I still can't believe Money in the Bank and SummerSlam were like 3 weeks apart. That's crazy. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you. Great stream. Appreciate the Nation dog. Appreciate you guys again. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so yeah. All right, now I need to see how to end this stream because I'm doing this from my phone.